Charlie's murder was not just an attack on one man or one movement. It was an attack on our entire nation. It was an assault on our most sacred liberties and God-given rights. The gun was pointed at him, but the bullet was aimed at all of us.
A memorial held for Charlie Kirk at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona on Sunday. President Trump saying that he'll award Charlie the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
It's the highest civilian honor.
Tens of thousands of supporters traveling from across the country for an event scheduled within the span of a week, some beginning to line up at 3 a.m. to secure a spot. President Trump, along with many members of his cabinet, spoke at the memorial, honoring the legacy Charlie left behind, including those of faith, family, freedom, and a revival of spirituality.
Charlie suffered a terrible fate, my friends. We all know it. We all saw it. But think, it is not the worst fate. It is better to face a gunman than to live your life afraid to speak the truth.
Where young Americans are actively told that everything that they were taught, that all the foundations that made our society and our civilization so grand, they were all wrong, they were all evil, that marriage is oppressive, that children are a burden, that America is a source of evil, not of good in the world. And here was this voice that inspired a movement in which young Americans were told that is not true.
He always gave the biggest microphone to the people who were most passionately aligned against him, because he believed that we need to talk to each other and that we needed to be able to say what we mean without saying it mean.
Mrs. Erika Kirk, who is now taking over Charlie's company, Turning Point USA, sends a message of hope and unity and a revival of faith.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Several attendees say Charlie's legacy and his fight for traditional values will continue to grow.
He loved his God, he loved his family, his poor little kids who I have to see now at church every day without a dad, you know, and he loved America.
I actually was talking with Charlie a couple weeks ago, and I asked him, I said, you know, I believe the greatest issue facing our country is the breakdown of the family between one man and one woman, and he said 100% agree.
Charlie valued the personal relationships and going out to campuses and having one-on-one conversations. I think that that really sparked something in the younger generation, and now everyone has an even bigger reason to come together now.
A common message we've heard at this event is that there's a change coming to America, a turning point, and that is unity amid disagreements and loving kindness amid political differences. Reporting from Glendale, Arizona, Jack Bradley, NTD News.